Discovery Silver shares fell today, even though the company beat in the fourth quarter and on their full year 2025 results, which was supported by the Porcupine Complex in Ontario after establishing itself as a new Canadian gold producer. So for more, let's welcome Tony Makuch, CEO and Director at Discovery Silver. It's good to have you join us.
Well, thanks for having us. It's good to get a chance to speak to you and give you. We got a lot of exciting things happening. We're lots of good things in our industry and with the company.
And let's dig into some of that, because you reported strong results for both the quarter and the full year of 2025. Other than the Porcupine Complex, which is in Timmins, Ontario, what contributed to that, do you think?
The good results. I mean, Porcupine Complex was a significant driver in terms of production growth quarter over quarter, lower costs, a lot of good exploration success, and a lot of, our outlook is pretty strong even in terms of what we're going to be doing in 2026 and how we're going to continue to grow quarter over quarter 2026. We do have a goal to get to over 500,000 ounces a year over the next few years. We think we're on a good path there. We do. I mean, the other thing in the company that really sets us aside is we've got one of the best development projects in the silver space globally, and a Cordero project down in Mexico, which we're just waiting for a permit.
Okay, and you're also moving into the gold space, right? Discovery transitioned into a growing Canadian gold producer last year. What key factors influenced your decision to do that?
Well, I mean, in terms of that, I mean, I guess we have a lot of experience, a lot of insights into the, into the gold space, especially up in northeastern Ontario, and the opportunity to pick up the Porcupine assets from Newmont was definitely something we wanted to do, and acquiring that and then advancing those projects. How do I want to put it there? The value creation I've seen with that. Not only did we understand what was here, and it was pretty good geology, and you had a mining operation, a gold business that's been producing at 250 to 300,000 ounces a year for a long time, and could be for another 10 or 20 years. We demonstrated that in our PEA, a technical report we put out, but I think the biggest thing here is how we with the ability to grow that production and turn Timmins, the Porcupine region, back to a tier one asset in the gold space. And our vision here over the next few years to grow up to 500,000 ounces a year and do that for 10 plus years, and be able to take that to at the lower half of the cost curve for the industry. So we want to set ourselves apart. Demonstrate what we can do, and then have a tier one gold asset in Canada and Porcupine, and as I say, we have a tier one asset in the silver space down in Mexico.
So it sounds like you have that confidence, right? Because you are going to be competing with some of the very established Canadian gold companies throughout this year and beyond.
Well, yeah, but I mean, part of it is having the right geology. That's the value drivers in our business. With diamond drilling and what you can do, and recognizing good geology, and then putting the money to work. We do that. Second part is how we develop and build the mines, and invest in the business. I think we got to be good at that, and we have some great development projects, both in terms of growth production projects in Timmins, the ability to build 2 new mines in Timmins over the next few years, as well as, like say, build Cordero. Then it's part of it is how we operate, and what then we want to be responsible operators, both in terms of protecting the environment, sustainability, and really recognizing and responsible for community and people, but also producing at the lowest cost and highest productivity as possible. And then that gives us the opportunity to further grow with other acquisitions, etc., which we've been demonstrating before. So we know the business well. We know what we want to do, and one of the big benefits we have, especially in Porcupine, is we have a strong management group with a lot of experience in the region, and it's where we're from, and we've all worked in various times in the industry in this region, and so we know how to work there. We know the people, we know the geology, and we know the work methods.
I'm wondering if you can comment as well on just the current price of gold. We've seen a lot of volatility throughout the beginning of 2026, and whether your company, obviously, how do you contend with that volatility that we might see throughout the rest of this year?
Yeah, I mean, we like to predict and we feel, definitely we're in the right gold market. And sometimes, I've been a part of working in the industry. Maybe we dated ourselves a little bit by all the experience we've seen, some highs and some lows in the gold space. One thing we recognize, we're price takers, we're not price makers. What we do, the opportunity we have now with the high gold prices gives us the ability to invest. We're investing heavily into our business, both to reduce costs, to discover new deposits, to invest in the infrastructure in order to mine them, mill them, and et cetera. So we invest now and get with the ability to get our costs down. We need to be in the lower half of the cost curve. We really want to target to be below $1,500 an ounce, all in sustaining costs, even around $1,250 over the next few years. That's what we have to be, because we don't know where the price of gold's going. And if it's where it is today or not, then we'll be very profitable and create good returns for our shareholders and for all the stakeholders.
Okay, so obviously investing a lot to expand kind of into that gold market, but do you continue to see opportunities in silver as well?
Oh yeah, well, the silver space is. Silver is over, $70 an ounce. We did our feasibility study at Cordero and demonstrated that it's one of the best silver projects globally. And we did our feasibility study at $22 an ounce silver. Okay. And if you look at the silver prices today, I mean, again, this is definitely a very a tier one of a very how do I want to put it? It's a distinguished project in the silver space. Yeah, it's the right metal mix for what's going on in the industry. You got reserve. You're going to produce over 240.
Okay, sir, we're going to have to cut you off. I'm so sorry. We're out of time. That is Tony Makuch, CEO and Director at Discovery Silver. Thank you for your time.